Welcome to the Bloomington Ice Garden. Whitehawks tonight will face the Bloomington Jefferson Jaguars in a tune-up match for district play. Childers on the draw, back wearing the clear mask. Cam Kaluzny gets the start tonight. Jefferson into the Whitehawks zone early. Hess now on the near side boards. Tries to throw it out, gets knocked down. And Childers chases it in the corner. Knocks his man off the puck. Beal's got the puck, sends it around to himself. Now Milady will take it back the other way. Get some speed, try to throw it up the ass before it gets turned around at the Jaguars bench. Beal cycles in his own zone to McGovern, now to Milady. The defensive pair will change. Hawks send it in. They'll change the rest of their forwards. Westonka's on the ice. He'll penetrate deep in the zone. Where the Jaguars will turn around and go across their own blue line. Through center ice, they get caught up at the Hawks blue line, and Zilko will take it back the other way. 3-5 man opportunity. Now the Jaguars catch up. Zilko back to the point to Brown. He throws it up the net. Chipped back out front by Koski to Brown. Now to Piastri. Shot. That goes high and wide. Glove side. Ranky feeds it back to Brown. He sets up. Back to Ranky. At the hash marks. Good back. Oh, good move. Trying to hit it on the backhand. Misses that opportunity, and the Whitehawks hold the zone. Koski deep. And the puck will come out to the neutral zone where Piastri picks it up to Brown. He'll stop across the red line. Dump it in deep. Where Wesley and Koski chase the puck. The Jaguars now chip it down the ice. That's going to be icing. So here from the Bloomington Ice Garden, we'll have our first face-off back to the Jaguar zone. Icing is the call.
Yeah, it looks like, so far anyway, the Lions have kind of gone back to what had been the prevailing grouping for most of the season with Shoulders, Milady, and S, Koski, Zilka, and Ranky, and now Lundgren, Wesley, and Trost.
Very good observation. Jaguars now move through center ice, dump it into the Whitehawks zone. Kaluzny back to play the puck, takes a funny hop off the boards. The Governor is there with an nifty little play to himself. Now Trost tries to throw to the center ice. Wesley picks it up. Lundgren now across the line. He gets held up. They battle for it at the blue line, and the Jaguars come back the other way. Dump it into the blocker side of Kaluzny, where McGovern now plays it behind him. Lundgren sends it on. Too far for S to handle. Jaguar shot, knocked down by Lundgren out front. And McGovern now backhand to Beal. Beal looks, waits, and tries to fire the puck. And that'll make it all 200 feet. We'll bring it back. Actually, probably 215 feet here in Bloomington.
Oh, yeah.
We'll bring it back to the Whitehawks zone for a face-off.
Rink 2, we are at the Olympic. I couldn't remember. Somebody asked pregame which rink we're on.
We are definitely on the Olympic sheet. There's more than enough room back there behind the end line. Brown shifts that out of the slot. The lady spins around and fires. It gets held to the blue line. Now Brown will battle, and the puck gets dumped deeper into the Whitehawks zone. S, first man of the puck. Backhand around to Milady. He has to hold, tries to send it through center ice. That gets knocked down, but Childers picks it up. Sidestep one check, now Milady with the puck. Milady across the red line, he brings it into his own. Back to Brown, shot back, stick the side
Get
wide.
that on net.
Piastri will hold his own, fire it back the other way. As the Jaguars will pick it up. They kick it out to Brown, pass Brown now. Ranky fresh onto the ice. Kaluzny comes out to play the puck, sends it the other way. Good play by Cam Kaluzny to move the puck out of the zone on a crashing Jaguars forward. Is it Jaguars or Jaguars?
I think it's Jaguars.
Jaguars.
What about the European pronunciation?
The Dan Cole pronunciation? Zilka in the zone now ties up his man. Koski tries to throw it out. Zilka chips at it, gets it back to the point. Fires, shot. First shot recorded for the Jaguars on goal. Or Jaguars. And now Koski to McGovern. Up to Ranky. He chips it out to center ice. Turned over to Bloomington. They come right back into the zone. where it's turned around by Beal and now knocked down by Koski. Koski throws it to Ranky. Nice little backhand there. Marshall tried to knock that down, hopped off his stick. And Jefferson comes back the other way across the neutral zone. They take the Whitehawks blue line, fires it across the rink. 7 can't handle it. He dishes it back to the top. Now to the point. Shot. Pad save by Kalusi. Rebound goes wide. Puck comes right back out to the blue line. Jefferson changing players here and just in the nick of time, having guys come in and fire shots from the blue line. Now out front, that knocks down a Jefferson player. Puck goes out of his own. Quinn Wesley, first man down for the Hawks. Bill forecheck with Bobby Trost.
Your CEO just sent you a text saying Doge has arrived at the USDA.
Oh, very good. You're getting all sorts of updates here.
We got political, sports. What else could you want, folks?
Any hot topics in the news? Any social?
Yeah, we got breaks between periods. We can get into some things.
Latest celebrity updates.
Oh, that I'm not going to be helpful.
Piaski now feeds to Milady. Milady just ahead to F. Childers rather. Shot. Oh, off the end of the stick. Fuller turns to the side. Here comes Bloomington back the other way. Shot. Turn aside. Oh. And now Eric Flum in the net. Sorry, folks. Didn't realize we had changed goalies briefly there. Just saw the pad set up and realized that was my own son in the net. And here come the Hawks back the other way. Milady gets stopped at the blue line. Now fed back through the center line. And Jefferson takes the Hawks zone. They'll dump it in and make a change here. They'll send one Jaguar in on the forecheck, and now Brown has to deal it back to Beal. S isn't looking. He's got to come up and try to grab that puck from behind. And Jefferson will bring it back in their own zone to regroup. Jefferson now across the Hawks blue line. They feed it through the slot, finds its way on the opposite end. That shot goes high and wide. Jefferson controls in the Hawks zone. Try to feed it out front. Beal gets his body in the way. Knocks the puck aside. Now ties up his man on the near side boards and Zoka. Koski in to help out. They battle. Koski comes away with it. Puck through the slot. And Koski now with Ranky and Zoka will take the blue on it. Ranky tries to throw it out front. Eckler's back, defended out front. Now the puck comes back. Tipped around. Zoka's got a stick on it. Brings it down to Koski. They settle it down. Beal now at the point. He holds, fires, shots. Pad turned away. Rebound is fired in by McGovern. That goes wide. Koski now controls. He gets wiped out. No penalty on the play. He's lost an edge there. And Jefferson will clear their zone. McGovern sets it up, tries to hurry. S across the line, Ranky across the line to Zoka. Shot. That's turned aside. As Jefferson tried to clear their zone, they lose it. McGovern feeds it back, and Jefferson will turn back the other way. Hawks on a change. Odd man opportunity. That shot goes wide. Forwards had gone off for the Hawks, and the turnover just there at neutralized created a 3-on-2. Now Bobby Trost. He goes wide. And as Bobby went right, Piaski went north and south, and that east-west, north-south combination rarely ever works. Well, the face-off just outside the Bloomington Jefferson zone.
Just didn't see it. Piaski had some space there if he could have had the puck. But
drop of the puck. Lundgren pulls it back briefly, and now the puck will go all the way to the Whitehawk zone. Icing will be called on the Jaguars at 7:19. We'll bring it back down for a face-off in the Bloomington Jefferson end. Lundgren, Trost, Wesley, Piaski, and Brown on the ice for the Whitehawks. Draws one cleanly by Lundgren, deals it back to Brown. Wesley now in the corner, he battles two Jaguars for it. Near side, that puck will go the length of the ice. Piaski picks it up before the end line, icing is waved off. Now Will, up the ice and up against the netting. I don't know not sure what happened there, but we'll have a face-off in the Hawks zone. to the blocker side of Eric Flum. So apparently that deflected off of a Bloomington Jefferson stick, so we'll take that outside the zone. Jefferson wins the draw, tries to throw it forward. Wesley on a good forecheck. Dumps it briefly into the zone, and they'll head off on a change. Lundgren chases. Trost now holds up his man briefly before the Jaguars come across neutral ice. Into the Whitehawk zone before they turn it over to Brown. Puck up against the glass. It's a hand pass on Jefferson. You know, when you wear those white gloves, it really makes it easy to see the black puck against them.
Yeah. So hand pass, where's that go? Center ice or all the way down?
I would have guessed on the opposite dot in the neutral zone, but I didn't guess right.
Maybe it was an incidental hand pass.
I don't think so. There are no incidentals in hand passing. Either it's a hand pass or it's not. Brings it into the zone, now cycles around, gets checked and dumped. Behind the net, Childers took himself out there on the end. 3-on-2, Jefferson hits the line, shot. Glove flashes the glove, holds that. There'll be a face-off in the Whitehawk zone. Whitehawks with the last minute change here. Koski will come on to center, Milady and S. Koski pushes it. Jaguars hold. Koski ends up with the puck. Fans on it. Circled around now. Knocks his man up the puck to regain control. At the end line, needs some help. Somebody's got to help. There we go. McGovern's now in the play. And Beal picks it up. Beal out to Milady. Milady, one man to beat. Jefferson comes back in the jump action. That's the blue line. Koski tries to hold. Hawks in the middle of a change for their defenseman. Koski with a good job tying his man up. That could have been disastrous for the Hawks. And now Jefferson picks it up in their own end. Throw it back to neutral ice. Hits Zoka in the skate. He'll pick it up. Spin and fires the puck. Koski now. Back to Zoka. He is offsides. And we'll go to center ice now. Or now we'll go to the opposite circle because that's where the player played the puck.
Of course. I mean, yeah.
Koski on the draw, feeds it back to Piaski, now to Brown. Hope Brown hits him in the skates. Turnover down deep in the Hawk zone. High over their Flum's shoulder. Puck's held by the Jaguars. Piaski knocks his man off the puck, battles for it. Another Jaguar in there, 2-on-1 as puck comes out to Zilka. Oh, nifty little play by Marshall Reiki there to knock the puck down and take it out of the zone. Forces the Jaguars to reset in their end. Now they come across their blue line to the neutral zone. Back into the Hawk zone, not before Brown knocks his man aside, forces him into the corner. Lundgren, Aston Trost on the ice. Piaski and Brown, puck at the blue line, head down to the hash marks. Top of the circle, shot, turned aside. Now on the near side boards, they battle for it. Puck comes out to Bobby Trost.
Go, Bobby!
He'll carry it through the neutral zone, tries to feed it to Lundgren. Turnover, Wesley will pick it up, and he'll turn back the other way. Quinn Wesley with time and space brings it into the Jaguar zone, throws it on net. Oh! Trapped just under the toe of the goalkeeper. And he freezes the puck with a face-off in the Bloomington Jefferson end.
Sneaky one there.
And at 4:16, we'll flip goalies again. Plum comes off the ice, Kaluzny back in the net.
I think we're going to do it. We should hot swap them. Just in the course of play. Let's add a little excitement.
Try to pull groins a little more, do you? Jaguars in the zone. McGovern fights his man off, pushes the puck into the corner. Oh, big hit down in the corner by McGovern. Milady now chips it back to Childers. Childers back to Milady across the blue line onside. Just too far. Milady tries to battle his man off the puck. Jaguars win that one, and they'll try to bring it out of their zone. Cross ice, east to west. Now they go north and south. More just north. Beal, backhand to S before he gets hit. S dumps it. Childers across the blue line, gets knocked down, gets his glove knocked off. And thrown back into the zone. Kaluzny plays it up, tries to hit Milady on the run. Just too far for him. Whitehawks change a few bodies here. Zoka works into the corner of the board down there with Milady. Childers hanging high. And Bloomington Jefferson comes out of their zone back to the neutral zone. They fire it in, blocker to side by Kaluzny. That goes into the corner. The Bloomington Jefferson picks it back up. McGovern knocks his man off. We got a delayed call here. Slashing is the call on Childers. No debate, no argument.
I missed it. I don't know when that happened.
I missed it as well. But
he seemed to go without
there
complaint,
was
which is
no
unusual.
questioning. Yeah. So as clear as it was for the head referee, it was for Ronan. So the Whitehawks will go on the first penalty kill of the game, giving Bloomington Jefferson the man advantage at 3:01 remaining in the first. They'll send out Koski, Piaski, Renke, and Brown on the ice to kill the penalty. Koski in the corner. Battles for it, 2-on-1 there. Jefferson comes away with the puck. They'll go D to D. Back to the top, so shot. That's defended up front by Brown. Knocks down the second one. Now Lachlan Brown will take it out. Oh! Take it out of the zone.
He just panicked there. Puck in the skates, had some room, and just was like,
had time.
I gotta throw it.
Yeah. So with that icing, the Whitehawks will bring on Beal, and there'll be a face-off deep in the Hawk zone to the right of Cameron Kaluzny. Koski lines up, ties up. Jefferson comes away with it. D to D. Back up top. That's where they want that shot. Down low up front. Off of Kaluzny's leg pad into the netting. Renke misses on the backhand, connects on the forehand, and that'll go the distance. We got icing. 1:13 remaining in the penalty kill for the Hawks. Doc will take this time to change up the forwards and D. He'll bring on McGovern, Milady, Zoka. And Beal had just made the change, so he'll stay on the ice. Milady on the dot, draws it back. Beal picks it up off the glass, out of the zone. Whitehawks send 2 forecheckers quick. Not before Jefferson turns it around back the other way into the Hawk zone. Good stick by McGovern. Now back out to the point, D to D. He's going to go back to the other D, right up top. That's where they want that shot. Shot from the circle. And Bloomington Jefferson gets a power play goal at 1:53 remaining in the first, sending them up 1-0. White Gloves does the fancy holstering of the pistol right in front of the Whitehawks bench.
You'd like to see someone do something about that, but so far this year.
And then he goes and gives the fist bump to the penalty box operator. Excellent.
What?
What's going on? Yeah, Landon's in there now.
Oh. There was a penalty after the play. Landon McGovern goes to the box for 2 minutes.
Smart.
I did not see the call.
They're asking the same question down there.
I didn't even see the arm go up.
Well, this has been the biggest opportunity on the season for the Whitehawks holistically. The penalty kill has not been overly efficient all season.
Well, they're going to get opportunities here practice before districts. McGovern in the box. That puck comes outside the zone. That'll be an offsides on Jefferson. So if you're keeping track at home, Whitehawks back on the penalty kill, back-to-back penalties here after the power play goal. 1:40 remaining in the period. Drop of the puck. Childers wins the draw, feeds it up to Brown. Beal can't get it out. Now the puck into the slot. Jefferson battles for it. Childers around his own net, where Jefferson picks it up on a half wall. At the hash marks, they chip it out. Milady tries to throw it forward. That doesn't make its way through. Now he back. Oh. And now that puck comes out. That's going to be an offside. Linesman in perfect place. Does the squat, gets the angle, decides that puck is outside the zone. And that'll force a face-off outside the Hawks zone. 1:15 remaining in the first. Hawks bring out Koski, Ranky, Piaski, and Brown to kill the rest of this penalty. Jefferson brings it into the zone. Now behind the Hawks net. Back to the point. D to D, that goes wide on the opposite end. Back to the top of the slot, give and go. Jefferson can't handle that one. They'll regroup back at the blue line. And Ranky will pick it off, chip it up, force him outside the zone. 46 seconds remain in the period. Jefferson now regroups. Brown tries to step up. That hops off of his stick. Shot, turned away by Koluzny on the far side. Picked up by Jefferson. Now back out to the opposite point. Shot. Off the post. And big Koluzny was tough sidelines there. Got crowded as the puck had come around one side to the other. Either way, Jefferson gets back-to-back penalty kill, power play goals. 32 seconds remain in the period. And the Hawks will send up. Oh, go ahead, I'm sorry.
After a competitive first 13 minutes, the last 4 been spent mostly in the box for the Whitehawks, and the Jaguars 2 for 2 on the power play.
Trost now tries to throw it ahead to Lundgren. Jefferson turns it around on the turnover. Now Lundgren picks it up. Battles at the blue line. And Wesley tried to wait, but the puck had hopped across the blue line. 15.8 seconds remaining in the period. We'll have a break here shortly.
We'll take advantage.
The face-off just in front of the Jefferson bench. Jefferson throws it forward, deep into the Hawk zone. Brown back to chase, gets beat by a Jefferson player out front. Into the slot, that goes wide. Jefferson seemingly a step ahead now. Trost tries to throw it forward to Lundgren. Jefferson turns it around. And with that, we'll end the first period. Bloomington, Jefferson 1, Mound, Westonka 0. We'll have a 1-minute break and come back. So with a 1-minute break, we'll restart. Teams will switch ends. Flum back in the net for the Hawks. Bloomington Jefferson up 2-0 as we start the period. Lundgren, Trost, and Wesley on the ice for the Hawks. Beal throws it forward to Wesley. He's turned around at center ice. Now Lundgren throws deep into the zone. Jefferson chases. Comes back up to the half wall, throws it to the slot, shot. That gets knocked down. Lundgren throws it on net. That gets just turned aside. Goalie in the right position. Lundgren now feeds it back to McGovern. He throws it on net, turned aside by a skate of the Jefferson defenseman, and they'll bring it back up through the Hawk zone. Jefferson deep into the Hawk zone now. Beal is back. Checks his man off the puck. Lundgren gets it momentarily, and then he's knocked away. Jefferson now controls on the half wall, back to the point, shot. Plum turns that, leg pad save. Puck comes back out front. An odd hop takes it back out front, and Jefferson wastes no time burying that for a 3-0 lead. 14-18 remaining in the period. Childers on the draw now. He gets knocked off. Jefferson wins it. They throw it forward, bring it up through the Hawk zone, dump it opposite ice. Brown, first man back to the puck. He'll send it around. Milady is there. He picks it up, reverses course, checked off the puck, turns it over, shot out front. Just misses in the slot. And now Childers picks it up. Up the center ice. And good step by Jefferson there. We'll just catch their own man off sides. Face off now outside the Hawk zone. Yes, Milady, Childers, Piaski, and Brown. Childers win the draw. Jefferson takes it over. They dump it deep into the zone where Brown picks it up behind his own net. That gets checked off of his stick. Childers is there. He battles for it. Spun around. Still battling. Brown now. Jefferson picks it up. They backhand out to the point. At the blue line. D to D. Trying to create space. Shot. Tip. That goes just wide. And Piaski chips it off the boards, but not out. Piaski now forces it through the neutral zone. And Jefferson collects in their own end, fires it up the ice. No racing as it was chipped at the Hawks blue line. Brown now, he gets beat to the puck by Jefferson. And Childers picks it up behind the net and comes back the other way. Childers open ice hit. Now Brown backhands it, nobody home. Jefferson is there. Back to the point, shot, fires, that goes wide. Piaski off the glass, or off the boards rather, follows up, gets checked, but gets the puck out of his own back to the red line. Hawks trying to change bodies here. Renke comes out of the ice. S, Piaski, Childers, Brown still on the ice for the Hawks. Battle out front, that puck skirts wide. Jefferson controlling the period here. D to D, top of the circle, shot. That'll make it through the 5-hole. And Bloomington Jefferson move up 4-0 with 12-17.
Not a great 6 minutes of hockey here for the Whitehawks. Feeling a little Delano-esque body language-wise.
Well, Jefferson doing a good job of using the east-west in this rink, that D to D, and then feed it down low. It's catching the Hawks.
It's similar to the other games they've struggled. When there's been opportunities to get the puck out, it's been soft backhands or misplayed off the wall, and the puck just stays in cycles, and eventually one sneaks in.
Koski now comes into the zone. He's got nowhere to go. 3 Jaguars surround it. Koski picks it back up, dumps it off the glass, down behind the Bloomington Jefferson goalie, where he'll cover it up. He'll have a face-off in the zone. Koski, Zilka, and Renke. Puck on the dot. They battle for it. And it comes outside the zone where Beal picks it up. Down to McGovern across the blue line. Jefferson fires back the other way, knocked off the puck by Zilka, and McGovern will pick it up. He tries to go rink wide. Jefferson holds his zone now. Shot. Stick save by Flum. Zoka picks it up in the slot. Turns it around. Jefferson holds his own right at the blue line. McGovern and briefly knocked it on the stick.
Again, Whitehawks just can't get the puck out.
Now Koski settles it down. He'll chip it up, make sure it gets out of the zone. And Jefferson's got a hold. They do. Come right back in on the attack. Shot that goes off McGovern's shin pad behind the net. McGovern feeds it right in the slot. Shot. Turned aside. Second shot. Saved by Plum.
Jaguars, sensing blood in the water now, are in full on attack mode here. Whitehawks are going to need to do something to change momentum.
Hawks will change goalies. Kaluzny back in the net. 10:57. Yeah, turnovers not anywhere in the defensive zone are bad. Turnovers behind the end line, right into the slot, are exceptionally good.
Yes, those are less good.
Jaguars now thrown to the opposite corner. Piaski picks it up, fires it forward, just out of his own reach. Chasing defenseman gets back, but Piaski tries to throw it back out front, blockered aside by the full right goalie. And the Jaguars take time, get it out of the zone. Brown has to wait. Now he feeds it back in. And Bloomington Jefferson pinched by Wesley. Good forecheck by Quinn Wesley momentarily. And the Jaguars will bring it back out to the neutral zone. Brown fires it right back in. Jaguars now feed the center. Breakaway opportunity here. Feeds. Oh, just off of Piaski's skate. The 2-on-1 is broken up. And Trost will bring it back the other way with S. Trost, hog in the middle. Lundgren throws it deep into the zone. Battles his man, gets knocked off the puck. And Jefferson will come back the other way. 2-on-2 as they hit the Whitehawks zone. Shot. Just off of Kaluzny's stick. That goes high into the netting, I thought. No. Turn around, fire the shot. That's knocked down by Kaluzny. Third shot. Fourth shot. So I have a clear bias for us goalies. When I say 1 shot, 2 shot, 3 shot, 4 shot, that's a problem.
Yeah. And just to further make that, it was 3 shots by the same guy, and then the 4th shot from the guy sneaking out of the back door. Our defenseman was stuck in the washing machine there, just spinning in a circle while pucks were continually fired on our net. So it started off pretty even, Ryan.
Now a 5-0
Is now a 5-0
lead.
shellacking.
Bloomington Jefferson chips it out to center ice. Beats McGovern on the near side board. Brings it back to the blue line. Fires a shot. Now up, back down. Kaluzny, good job not being able to see the puck, but sensing where it was. Knocks it off the right side. And now S carries it out of the zone to Milady. Milady avoids a check, gives it back to S. To center to Childers. Sticked aside by aware Jaguars defenseman. Milady turns him around in the neutral zone. 3-on-2 now. Briefly. Shot.
Why?
Right into the glove of the Jefferson Jaguars goalie's hands. 8:54 remaining in the period. We'll have a face-off deep in the Bloomington Jefferson zone.
Teammate wide open, streaking down the opposite side and put it right in the glove.
Puck comes back out to the neutral zone. Brown chops at it. Comes back to Piaski. He'll fire it across. Too hot for Brown to handle. And now it'll come back into the Hawks zone. Koski pinned up against the far side boards. He battles for it. Comes away with it briefly. Still working at it. Zuka now at the blue line. And the Jaguars come back into the zone. Shot. That goes high over the crossbar. Jaguars just doing a good job of moving their feet.
They're just individual puck battles. They are winning them at a much higher rate than the Whitehawks are. And it leads to continued opportunity as they cycle the puck.
Shot out front on the ice. Kaluzny turns that aside. Right back into Jefferson's hands. Up to the D. Held to the blue line.
Oh,
He
God.
tries to throw it up to Zoka. That doesn't connect. Here comes Jefferson back the other way. Sidesteps the check. Walks the blue line. Opposite corner. Shot. That goes wide. Piaski battles for it. Backhand. Renke now tries to get it out. Stopped at the top of the circle. That puck will come out of the zone. And Bloomington Jefferson will have to regroup. Whitehawks change one body. Blocker aside by Kaluzny. Rebound shot. Turn aside by Kaluzny on the leg pad. Puck pops off the back of the net. Though Jefferson picks it back up. Now up top. D to D. That's the blue line. Shot. Brown knocks it aside with a skate. Shot again, knocked down by Zoka out front, where Lundgren picks it up. Lundgren to Zoka. He can't chip it across. He's going to come off. Odd man opportunity does not transpire for the Jaguars as Piaski picks it up. Petros at hot side.
Can't get it out.
Battle for it on the blue line. Now it comes out with a good follow from Piaski. He battles through. Will Piaski shot. Tries to go to the 5-hole. That's closed up. And he'll ring it around. And he'll have to come off on a change here. Reveal at the center line, dumps it back in on net. McGovern swaps for Piaski, or rather the other way. Piaski swaps for McGovern.
Well, the Whitehawks
Jaguars come out.
have had the few opportunities they've had in the offensive zone. Got guys scrambling out of position, so we're not holding. It's one shot and out.
Whitehawks knock it down in front of their net. Beal will clear. Wesley, Trost, Lundgren on the ice now as your forwards. Wesley picks that off at center ice, dumps it in deep. Now he chases. Tries to get to his man. Whitehawks in the middle of the forward change. Milady on the ice now with Childers. McGovern stops his man briefly, puck in between Roman's skates. Now it gets chipped out. Beal hustles for it. Battle comes outside of the Hawks zone. Jefferson touches up. They'll bring it right back in. Shot. That goes wide. Backhand keeps it deep into the Hawks zone behind Kaluzny.
Whitehawks are just throwing
clear
it.
the zone. 5:24 remaining in the second.
On their
Face-off will be
heels.
deep in the Hawks zone.
For the entirety of the second period so far.
Hawks will swap Flum and Kaluzny again. Last scrimmage of the regular season here. Saturday, we will come to you from the Plymouth Ice Arena. First game of districts. Piaski clears out front. That puck goes wide. Jaguars controlling the Hawks net and now. Tied up out front. Puck is loose. Piaski battles for it. Chips it out of the zone. And that's going to be an offsides. It'll come to center ice.
Every time sticks have come together here in the second, it has gone the direction of the Jaguars. Just winning more battles.
Koski, Zoka, Renke, Brown, and Piaski on the ice for the Hawks. Drop of the puck. Bloomington Jefferson comes away with it. They'll regroup in their own end. Up through center ice. 3-on-2 as they hit the Hawks blue line. Shot. That's turned aside. Piaski now will lead the rush for the Hawks. Piaski with Zoka and Koski. Piaski shot off the leg pad right out front. Zoka just had one stride too far. Couldn't come up with a rebound. And now Jefferson comes back the other way.
Got a man right in the middle. Nobody on him.
Bloomington Jefferson now in the corner. Koski knocks his man down. Somebody else comes to pick up the puck though. Up the across the top, back to the dot, shot, that goes wide. Koski picks it up. He fires the puck just too far, and just out of Zoka's reach. Bloomington Jefferson touches the puck. Zoka chases into the zone. Oh, that's going to be a penalty. And I'll guess Zoka's going 2 minutes for tripping. At 4:03 in the period, Whitehawks will go back on the penalty kill. That will bring the face-off deep into the Hawks zone. made all the way over here, now you gotta go back. The Hawks will send on Lundgren, Wesley, McGovern, and Beal to kill the penalty. Top of the slot. They feed it down low. All the way across the ice, top of the other circle. Shot. Stick save. Backhand stick save by Plum. Puck comes out to center ice. Lundgren gets spun around. That's going to be a penalty on Jefferson. 2 minutes for interference will even up the sides, 4 apiece at 3:43 in the period.
How did that not go in, by the way?
So for
Did
all
Eric
the young
get his-
goaltenders at home, never give up.
He just threw the stick out? Nice.
That's all you got. I don't know if it hit his stick or one of the defenseman's stick, but either way, puck stays out of the net. A clearly open opportunity. And as Lundgren headed up the ice, Jefferson had no choice but to turn him around and force the penalty. Lundgren now deals to McGovern. McGovern to Beal. Wide open shot. Fires. That just goes high over the crossbar. McGovern pinches. Holds his own as Jefferson now turns around. D to D as they take a look. Come out of their own end. Puck hops through. McGovern is there to pick it up. They battle for it at center ice. And Jefferson comes across the blue line. Beal knocks up on the side. Follows his man in the corner down the Hawks net. And McGovern throws it out. Icing is waved off. 4-on-4 here for the next 1 minute, and then the Hawks will have a brief power play opportunity. And that's not icing it for the Hawks. Jaguars come away with it. Man up front by himself.
Another one. Just a...
Fortunately, last one stick saved that. Shot on net. Your lady gets checked off the line. Comes back with it, fires it down at the basket over there. A little bit too firm for him to hold on to. And puck left at center ice where Ronan Childers picked it up. Backhands for Brown. Gets caught in his skates. He throws it rink wide. Childers has to circle back for it. He'll get it out of his own to Milady. Milady and Piaski on the rush. Piaski holds. Fires, shot. Blocker save. Goalie had no idea where it was. And now Jefferson 2-on-1 as they come back in against the Hawks.
Oh, bad play there by
Brown.
Nice job, Brownie.
Puck and the man. Puck gets caught up in Brown's skates and then goes up into the netting. That'll force a face-off. Lachlan saving a 2-on-1 opportunity there. 2:07 remaining in the period. 5 seconds remain in the man advantage. Or excuse me, the 4-on-4.
Childers took a 0 to 5 calculated risk there, tried to step up and wasn't able to tip the puck, and it led to that breakout, which Brown did a good job breaking up.
Whitehawks now on a 20-second power play. Zilka out of the box, immediately joins the ruck. Ranke is there with him. Ranke, Koski, Zilka here briefly on the power play. Puck comes back to Zilka, top of the circle. Looking for McGovern, finds him, backhand just doesn't connect. He holds on, Zilka holds his own. And with that, that'll kill the man advantage for the Hawks. Bloomington back to full strength, 5-on-5 hockey. McGovern through the wickets. And that goes off the goaltender's stick high into the netting. So they'll have a face-off in the Bloomington Jefferson end. 1:33 remaining in the second period. Koski will line up with Ranke and Zilka. McGovern and McGovern and Beal rather, as your defenseman. Koski tries to toss it back to McGovern, that's knocked down. Beal steps up, falls down, 2-on-2 as they hit the line. McGovern, good skates, knocks the puck down, puck comes back out front, off the Plum's pad, turning side. Beal now picks it up. Beal, too far for Ranke, that'll go the distance. 1-0, well, the clock is still counting, so 1-0 something.
Why is the clock running? You got 1 minute and 3.
No, not till 6 in the third. Not till 6 in the third.
Puck comes back out.
Clock operator malfunction is what it is.
Shot, blocking down by Flum. Childers picks it up, off the Hawks net.
That's where I said that.
And that's going to be 2 minutes for a holding or cross-checking. So Jefferson will go back to the box. Hawks will go on a power play here at 24 seconds remaining in the second. Landon got ridden down in the corner.
Should give him plenty of time to replace the time here.
I think in the scrimmage, they're probably not all that concerned about it.
I think you're probably right.
Hawks will send out Childers, Renke, Zoka, Mulady, and Chiaski. Childers on the point here. Puck comes out. Jefferson's going to be the first one to the puck. 14 seconds remain. Short-handed opportunity here for Jefferson. They hold in the zone. D to D, and that skirts through. Renke now has an opportunity. Tries to chip it in the zone. Jefferson gets there first and holds it out.
Finish that check, Killian.
That is the end of the second period. Jefferson 5, Mound 0. 1:37 remaining in the Hawks power play when we come back in the third period. We'll take a 20-minute recess for a resurface and join you in the third. And we're back here for the start of the third. Whitehawks will have a man advantage for 1:37 to start the period. Hawks trail 5-0. Kaluzny will retake the net here for the start of the third. And the Hawks will send out Childers, Rankin, Zilka, Milady, and Piasky. Slight change in this power play where Childers is back at the point. Milady pushing up to the right wing. Drop of the puck. Jefferson wins the draw. Feed it forward through the neutral zone. Childers is there. He'll swat it. Milady now picks it up, tries to control. They battle forward at the red line. Rankin throws it into his own. Not before it's picked up by Jefferson. Jefferson now behind their own net. They'll wing it down the ice for an icing. 118 remaining in the penalty kill, and we'll bring it back down to the Jefferson end for a faceoff.
A little bit of a thank you very much there by Jefferson. There was no immediate need to fire that puck down the ice. Give the Vikings, the Hawks, a chance for a faceoff in the Jaguars' end here.
Still licking your wounds, are you?
No, I was over that 3 weeks ago.
Childers brings the puck deep behind his own net. Now he'll pick up speed, look to break it out. Loses control, has to circle back. Backhand down to Zilka. Zilka will reset back to Childers off the boards. Hawks having trouble here with one forechecker. Childers. Now to Zilka. That hops off a Rankin stick. That's going to be outside by 11 feet. 45 seconds remaining in the penalty kill.
I'd pull him off too. That was.
And the Hawks have gotten into the Jefferson zone once, primarily because of the icing call. The Hawks will send out Koski, Lundgren, Beal, and McGovern. Koski on the dot, feeds it back, too far for McGovern to handle. He'll pull back into his zone, now to Beal. Beal looks up the ice, fires it across right to Koski, hops off of his stick before McGovern gets it. McGovern now deep into the zone, looks to set it up. Stick check by Jefferson. They'll flip it behind their own net, D to D. Pull it back the other way.
Just playing with him.
And now they'll walk right out of the zone. They hit the red line, dump it in. Kaluzny tries to stop it. Second chance, he gets it. Beal now to McGovern. McGovern up to Lundgren. Lundgren will skate off of Koski's stick, or skates rather. Takes the blue line.
And that's the end of the power play. Not a single shot for your Whitehawks.
So back to 5-on-5 hockey here. Jefferson now trying to turn it up the ice. Piasky steps up. Chips it forward. Koski skates. Turn around now. Jefferson one-on-one as he hit the zone in the slot. Shot off of Kaluzny's glove. And he'll cover up.
Not a well-played minute 37 on that power play. Oof.
Milady on the dot. Whitehawks changing up the lines here, looking for something. We got Milady, Trost, Wesley. Milady now skates it out of his zone. Comes up the near side boards. He's got Trost. Tries to steal around a player. Other defenseman picks it up. And they'll bring it right back up the other way. 2-on-2 as they hit the Whitehawks zone. Tries to split the defenders. Brown knocks him aside. Right back to the point. Dumps deep back into the zone.
I think you're seeing this lineup because Koski was just out on that last power play shift.
And Lundgren was as well, you're right. Milady now picks it up. Comes across the blue line, chips it to Zilka. Zilka across the red line, goes to rotate. Shot, stick to the side. Zilka loses his footing in the corner. Wait on the pass, shot!
Hey!
Marshall Rankin goes short side, upper deck. 12:11 in the third. And the Whitehawks will get their first
shot,
goal of the
Marshall!
game. Marshall Rankin picks off a pass and dumps it right up into the upper mesh. Hawks will swap out Milady for Childers. Beal and McGovern now on the ice. Childers wins the draw. McGovern to Beal. He'll feed it up to Rinky. Now to Childers. Childers tries to break through two defensemen, gets pinched off the puck. And Jefferson will go behind its own net. McGovern steps up. Childers looks for an open ice hit. Makes the line. And across the blue line now. Zilka to Rinky. Rinky back in, throws it on net. And the goaltender covers up. Well, it seems to have lit a fire, at least in this line.
Okay, some activity here.
Escalade with Beal and McGovern. 11:48 remaining in the game. On the draw. Puck thrown forward. Jefferson tries to get out of the own zone. Malady now walks the line. That's knocked off of his stick. Jefferson picks up. Throws it through center ice from McGovern. Left to retreat into his own end to grab the puck. He'll fire it around the far side boards. Koski picks it up. That doesn't make its way out. Shot right back into the slot. Beal now off the glass. Picked up by Jefferson. Held in the zone. Jefferson moving the puck. Tries to go rink wide. Malady with a good stick to clog the passing zone. And that'll force Jefferson back into its end. Jefferson now out through the neutral zone. Picked off by Koski. To Piaski. Too hot for Brown. He picks it up off the sideboards. Now Koski battles for it. At the blue line, that puck goes straight up. Jefferson holds his own. Brown muscles his man to the corner. Holds onto the puck. That's going to be checking from behind or cross-checking, either way. Jefferson now, shot, blocker decided by Kaluzny. And the puck will be sent down the ice. Samuel Koski will go off 2 minutes for cross-checking at 10:33 remaining in the third. So the Whitehawks will go back on the penalty kill.
Slightly improved after the first two had resulted in goals. Now 50% on the penalty kill.
Hawks send out Childers, Renke, Brown, and Piaski to kill it. D to D. Top of the circle, back to the point. Now down low at the dot, shot. That ramps up off a stick, goes off the glass, and will come all the way out of the zone where Bloomington Jefferson will have to regroup and man up. Back to center ice with speed. Here come the Jaguars. Through the slot, that puck's knocked away by Childers. Jefferson now controlling the far side boards. Brown pushes it out of the zone. And Childers will chase. Jefferson, ring wide pass, rolled it up through center ice, 2-on-2 as they hit the blue line. Jefferson waits for help. On the far side boards at the blue line, D to D. Now down low. Out front, good stick by Piaski. He can't hold on to it. Puck's controlled by Jefferson, back into the zone at the hash marks. Back to the blue line, 58 seconds remaining in the man advantage for Bloomington Jefferson. D to D. Shot. And Kaluzny will hold on to that for a face-off. 9:20 remaining in the period. And the Hawks will change goalies. Flum will come in to kill the rest of the penalty.
So good job there by the penalty kill. Kept that mostly along the perimeter. And a couple shots made it in, but plenty of time for Camo to track them and save them.
Draws one by Malady. He feeds it back to Beal. Beal retreats behind his own net, shakes the man loose. Now puck up to Malady. 2-on-2 as they hit the line. That puck doesn't connect. It's dumped deep into the Jefferson zone. Zilka, Malady, Beal, and McGovern on to kill the rest of this penalty for the Whitehawks. McGovern knocks his man down. Beal picks up the puck. Now it's knocked off of his stick. He probably got away with it there. Beal loses the stick inside the sleeves. Interference is called on Bloomington Jefferson. So, and 47 seconds. The Whitehawks will go on a man advantage. Up until that point, we'll go 4-on-4 hockey. Fortunate turn of events there.
Yeah. I think Bloomington Jefferson got a little too enthusiastic there when Beal lost the stick thinking they were going to have an opportunity and results in an easy penalty call.
Icing is called. Bring it back down to the Bloomington Jefferson zone. 5 seconds remain on the 4-on-4 situation before the Hawks go on a power play. Lady on the draw, fights it back to Brown. He holds it to blue line. He'll dump it in deep. That will allow Koski to come on the ice. And Bloomington Jefferson will send it all the way down. So we'll have a face-off as the Hawks will change lines here.
Yeah, what are you going to do?
They'll send out Renke, Childers, Milady, Piaski, and Koski. This is even a more interesting lineup. Piaski now playing wing. Milady and Childers up the point. Childers up top. That hops off of his stick. They'll have to regroup. Cycles back in. He waits. And feeds it back to Milady at their own blue line. Renke will walk across now, tip it in deep before he gets checked. Childers chases. Tries it on the end wall. Koski now picks up the puck. Now Hawks will set it up. Koski walks the blue line, pulls it back, feeds it back down low. Jefferson chips that, fires it out of the zone. That comes out now, and the Hawks will have to reset. 1 minute remaining in the man advantage. Milady backhand to Koski. Koski will come into the zone. Right out. There we go. Rink wide pass, rather. Piaski to Childers. He'll feed it back to Milady. Backhand, he's got to turn it around. Pulls up, comes across the line. Now Piaski. Pass to Milady off of his skate. Fires a shot. Koski high. Piaski now back to Milady. Fires a shot. Goes wide. And that'll carry him all the way out of the zone. Piaski will have to chase. To Milady. And Jefferson immediately backtracking Milady back into the building. Backhand to Piaski. Piaski now. Tyler Tuchel shot.
Nice shot.
And corner written on it, but the goalie flashes the glove and comes away with it. 6:59 remaining in the game. Whitehawks have a man advantage for the next 15 seconds.
Better this time around, but still not what I would call overly efficient.
Puck on net. Plum has to make the save off of his leg pad. No icing is called. 5 seconds remain. Puck in the back of the Hawks net. That'll essentially kill the penalty. Jefferson back at full strength. 5-on-5 hockey as Childers comes across his own blue line. McGovern steps up, knocks it to the red line. And that'll be well offside here.
Just again, good sticks by Bloomington. When there's been an opportunity, they're making the stop on what could have been a breakout.
Lundgren throws it forward. Jefferson picks up the puck, comes back across the Whitehawks blue line. Roland Beal is there to meet him. Wesley checks his man against the boards. They'll have an offsides. No, face off on the near side. Drop of the puck. Jefferson pulls it back. Walks across the red line. Dumps it into the zone. Another offside. The only guys getting their workout in here is the linesman, just back and forth, dot to dot. Drop of the puck, back into the Hawks zone. Lundgren clears. Tries to chip it forward. Loses his footing. That's Quinn Wesley before checks into the zone behind the Bloomington Jefferson net. Wesley down low. The Jaguars break it out. Sauce across the blue line, no icing. Now back out front. That pass misses its connection in front of the Hawks net. Jefferson now cycles behind Flum. Pulls it back the other way. Lundgren misses a check from the end boards. Puck comes out to Wesley. Turns, fires. That doesn't make its way out. McGovern pinches his man. And now Lundgren with the puck. Lundgren, bothered by two Bloomington Jefferson players, gets the puck out of the zone. Now he'll skate in on his forehand. Tries to cut to the puck. He'll go behind. Looks. Still looking. He'll come up top. Waits, fires, shot. That goes high over net. Goalie got a piece of that with his glove. Shot out front. Lundgren now. Fire. Too hot for Piaski to handle on the turnaround, and he'll have to come back into his own zone. Brown can't knock it down on the pass. Jefferson picks it up in the slot. And Jefferson executing a change here. Managed to hold on. Throws a man on the ice right out in the slot. Pickpocketed by Bobby Trost. And now Lundgren knocks his man off the puck. Brown backhands. Piaski's got to hustle. One on his way. Shoves it around. Clogged up at the blue line. That'll be dumped right back down behind Eric Flum. Brown chops at it. Up to Trost. He can't get it out. That gets tied up in the Jefferson skates. They pin it on the blue line. Or pin it on the far boards. Brown back up top. Shot from the point. Flum turns it aside with the stick and will cover up at 4:20 remaining in the period. And Flum and Kaluzny will make the change. We'll face off on the near side with Koski, S, and Milady. Shot out front, turned aside by Kaluzny off the leg pad. Milady now fires it off of S through center ice. And comes back out to the Hawks. McGovern, quick on his stick, throws it forward. Milady ties him up at the blue line. That's knocked away. McGovern now gets knocked off the puck. Landon's not going to like that.
I can foresee a penalty coming back here anytime now.
And Milady moves it up the ice. We'll come into the Jefferson zone. Koski behind the net. Chases the defender. Gets knocked down in the corner. And Jefferson breaks out of their own zone now. 4-on-3 as they hit the Whitehawks blue line. That's going to be an offsides. Just enough to knock it aside and bust up the timing. 3:28 remaining in the game. Face off in the neutral zone. Hawks wishing they could take that back-to-back penalty kills in 6 minutes between the second period out of this game. It's been tight other than that little time period. Bloomington Jefferson now 3-on-2 as they come into the Hawk zone. Out front, good stick by McGovern. Knocked that aside right in the slot on the back door. Deal now, tries to shove it forward. That's pinned deeper. Childers pushes it around to McGovern. McGovern, tied up in the skates of the Bloomington Jefferson player, comes out to Childers, who will circle around his own net. Childers now back through the middle, connects with Reinke. Reinke gets off the puck rather at center ice. And Bloomington Jefferson throws it back to the neutral zone where McGovern will pick it up from Ashburns. McGovern off the glass. Knocked down at center ice. Zilka there with a good stick. Pushes his man up against the board. Looking for help. Whitehawks backing off the forefront. And Jefferson comes out to center ice. Good stick by Brown to knock it off of one stick, and then that one ramps off of Brown's stick harmlessly into the glass in the corner. They battle for it on the near side. Brown hits his man. Knocks him off the puck. Lundgren is there with them. Piaski tries to chip it around. 2 minutes remaining in the game. Puck comes out to Bloomington Jefferson. Shot. Kaluzny corrals that for a glove save at 1:56. Top of the puck, they battle for it in the circle. Shot, that makes its way through. Turned aside by Kaluzny, now back up to the top. D-to-D, shot, tipped out front, good save by Cameron. That goes into the corner where Wesley will pick it up. He feeds it right back to the slot.
Oh boy.
Shot, that hits a skate out front and goes wide. Now Wesley battles on the near side boards for it. Comes out, Piaski is there to shovel it aside. Wesley, immediately attacked by two Jefferson players, kicks it back to Piaski. There's sticks and gloves and all sorts of things flying around here. Jefferson's got to cycle around. They've got a whole yard sale in the Whitehawks end. Now they clear the zone and manage to come right back in. Kaluzny settles it down for Piaski. He fires too far for Trost to handle, and that will be icing on the Hawks. 57 seconds remaining in the game, and we'll have a face-off to the glove side of Cameron Kaluzny. Koski pushes his man off the dot. Immediately be able to fire it out. Odd hop off the left. That'll come to center ice where the Jaguars will pick it up. Bloomington Jefferson now back across the blue line. Shot. Stick save by Kaluzny. Steers it to the opposite side. Koski is there to help out. He'll feed it back to McGovern. He goes backhand. Nobody there. Nobody looking. I wonder if Pete still has that tally on his board that says blind passes.
He's going to be adding a few after tonight's game.
Puck now to S. The ladies at the blue line, waits for it. And they go back and forth, 13 seconds. Beal will cross the red line, make one last push to the Jefferson end. And he gets rubbed out on the end boards.
3 seconds.
That's going to do it here from Bloomington.
Will signal the end of the game and the end of the regular season for the Westonka Whitehawks. Final score 5-1 in favor of Bloomington. The Hawks have a few practices, a day off this week, and Saturday we'll join you from the Plymouth Ice Arena in Plymouth, Minnesota, where the first round of districts will likely have the Hawks finishing the second place in the districts. And
Should have a matchup with the St. Louis Park team that they just fell to in the last home game at the end of last week. So a better draw if they finish second, given the competition there, but still going to need to play better than they have these last couple of games if they want to make any kind of noise and impact in the district tournament. We'll see you Saturday.
So that will be it